what's up, Jit? Like, what you been on? Like,
25, you know. Rappers come here,
Ain't no woody moody, you know what I'm saying?
When the fall, spring, summer, and north, you got a choice, stay in the house or you can hop off the porch. My mom was only 15, lucky she ain't aboard. I'm from the south side of North, but still show love to the north. Talking 280, the number blocks, pin it in court.
There go issue number 1. Hopefully the sound is coming in clear. There's no double echo. Let me double check on this real quick to help for the stream. I'm hearing the echo in my microphone, in my headphones. Hopefully y'all not hearing this in the stream. Let me see if it's something I can fix right now. Ooh. Microphone check 1 2. What is this? Wody Mac, and I'm back to business. Okay, it's not overwhelming. And maybe it's just also too, it's the reverb is picking up. The reverb is picking up a little bit of something, but it's not horrible. Yo, what's going on? Good morning. Good early morning to everybody here. Everybody gonna check this out on a replay. It's been a busy week all over NBA news, especially seeing as the Milwaukee Bucks have vanquished the Atlanta Hawks and getting a chance to be in the NBA Finals for the first time in a long time. I actually was more in favor of the Atlanta Hawks getting their chance to go there. I mean, both of those teams are very young teams. We should be able to see Trae Young make it back eventually, real soon. And if they didn't make it, if the Milwaukee Bucks were not able to be successful and get there, as the young age, Giannis's young age of, how old is Giannis? Because I like to be very accurate with things that I say. Giannis Antetokounmpo age, yes, Giannis age, 26 years old. We would assume that the young man is gonna have many more opportunities to get back to the NBA Finals, seeing as most people are looking at him as one of the best young stars in the league. A lot of our NBA top talent, some of them don't get a chance to make it to the NBA Finals until they're about like 30, 31, 32. I mean, Durant is 33, and both of his championships happened for him at the start of I think he was about 29 or 30. Steph Curry was able to get over that hump before the age of 30. But again, it seems like when you start getting into your groove, you are mastering your NBA players, unless they get set up with another super team or like in the Ben Roethlisberger type of situation where you were drafted to a team that is well established, maybe just looking for 1 or 2 more pieces, and you're not the reason that they lose. You can get you a ring coming in as a rookie into the league. I mean, we've gotten a perfect example in the young Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, being only 2 years removed from college, came into the league in the NFL and was a problem. Now, that boy actually is a young phenom. I'll give him that one. For him, that's the young phenom right there. But the one thing that I've been noticing coming into the news sphere right now, so now that we've got the NBA Finals about to take place, about to happen, oh yeah, and I gotta start the Zoom. I don't have it where I have that unlimited, but most definitely it's a time limit on the Zoom when you don't pay for that much. You know how they do. So let's get it. But yeah, Rachel Nichols was causing a tizzy, causing a funk, because the position that she feel was reserved for her, she didn't get an opportunity to do her job, because Maria Taylor is due for a new contract, and ESPN is going through a little battle with her right now, trying to figure out what they want to pay her. Right now, Stephen A. Smith is the highest paid personality at ESPN. Then Michael Greenberg. And Greeny and Stephen A. Smith, from what the stats would tell you, they are the two biggest draws for ESPN. Greenberg making about $5 million, $6 million. Stephen A. Smith, like I said, at 10. The Zoom is open. I will be bringing people in. Ben, yo, my G, your name is crazy. Yo, where's my? But I want to hear people's opinions on this. My God, what's up with your name, G? Yo, do I have anybody? Make sure you get your audio together. I just want to see if I can hear you, because this is the first attempt I'm doing this at this way. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yo, you gotta fix your name, G. Matter of fact, I'm gonna change your name. What the hell is wrong with you?
Can you hear me?
Yo, man, we being serious up here right now. You talking on the topic, bro, or you just on some other stuff right now? If not, I gotta let you go, bro.
My mic is broken.
All right, well, when you get your mic situation fixed, man, I'll bring you back up, though. All right. Thank you for popping in, bro. Get your microphone situated. Yo, I can laugh though. But yo, y'all funny right now, man. If you know what's going on out here in this sports world, man, I definitely want to hear your opinion, man. But we talking on topic right now until we can transition to something else. For sure, coming through though. Flix 200, I done seen your face before though, my brother. But what's up? Shout out to you. Thank you for coming through. Yeah. So this was something that came across my, hold on, bring up this one right here. Transition over. I already was aware of what was going on with the Rachel Nichols situation, but this just came across my timeline just now. Jemele Hill. Somebody mentioned Jemele Hill's name because, of course, Jemele Hill being one of those personalities where she's always in the mix when it comes to some beefing and something crazy. And especially her stance when it comes to black issues. But somebody mentioned Jemele in a tweet. How I imagine at Jemele Hill is going to answer the Rachel Nichols conversation, or a gif of Omar from The Wire coming on the scene. Those of you who have seen The Wire, you know Omar come through and just start to robbing people getting robbed. You know what I mean? But her response was, it won't be that dramatic, but I have some thoughts and I'll share on Lebertar's show tomorrow. So we're gonna see what, I don't know if Lebertar still on ESPN networks? Nah, it doesn't look like. He might be doing something independent on his own, but yeah. Retweets, quite a few retweets on. I want to hear what people are saying. And here is a good reason to not listen to Lebertar tomorrow. Probably. By Nicholas Hoffman. Now don't hold back. Remember who her stepmother and who her daddy is and how she got her job. Who is her stepdaddy and stepmother? She grinded for her job. She was on the news channel for a minute and crossed over. Let's not act like she's Jalen's wife. If you know who Jalen Rose's wife is, yes, we're talking about Molly Karam. Molly Karam, I guess she's easy on the eyes for a lot of people. But does that make you a good newscaster? Not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? But some people We'll be happy to rock with that just as is. Let me see. Oh, we gotta fix one other thing. Yeah. Original sound on. There we go. Yep. Okay. There we go. I think, yep. Is that good right there? Yeah. All right. Think we good to go right there. Yeah. Big facts for sure. So what is Hidden for? I mean, not only that though, Maria Taylor, when she sees Maria and Rachel Nichols at the finals. Yeah. Y'all don't know about that movie right there. Was it? They ain't got no sound for it? Let's see. Nah, it ain't got no sound. Does it? Nah, you can't get the sound for that one for some reason. It's a whole mess, and it's only why I watch ESPN stuff and the bootleg YouTube channels. Yes, I agree. That's one reason why I fucks with it over there too. Yeah, new ESPN is a whole mess, bro. But unfortunately, this current day and climate that we're in, bro, where everybody seems to be running the oppression Olympics, where like we just never, for some reason, we never got past the Civil Rights Act, the Women's Rights Act, equal pay, which is illegal to pay people less than another person because of their gender, and then where there is no difference between the genders. It seems to me like our world just in general is a complete ball of confusion, bro. How do we get to this point? Who knows? But if some people wanted to take it into the good book and on the spiritual plane of things, is one that always said that the devil is the author of confusion, right? But yeah, people don't subscribe to that type of thinking, so that's just over a lot of people's head. But what is it? What that man is? Yeah, the author of confusion, and this shit ain't nothing but a bunch of confusion. I'm just saying. So you take that with a grain of salt and you run with it as you may, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So Rachel Nichols, also I'm hearing just recently there was a video that was put out that Steven Jackson made a comment concerning Rachel Nichols, Steven Jack. Let's see if we can find Steven Jacks, Rachel Nichols. Hey there, buddy. Oh, is it 4 minutes? Let's see what Steven Jackson had to say. Do we got sound? Oh, we have to check on the sound. No sound. We see if we can get that audio right there. Audio input capture, right? Just a second. Dealing with the problems. Dealing with them problems. Cause you don't want no problems. Ooh. You don't want no problems. Ooh. You don't want no problem with me. Be with me, you be 50D. Hey, you don't wanna be dead in the streets. Mouth full of blood and a soul full of heat. Hey. Let me play this and see if I'm seeing any feedback. See if any meters moving. Nope. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure that one out. Yep, sound coming from there. And okay. Audio input. What is this supposed to? No sir. Yup, gotta go, champ. There we go. Oh, and I got rid of that echo in my ear. That's what that was. All right, even better for me. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Okay, so let's get it. Let's see if we can get this real quick, because I want y'all to be able to hit this. We're on input. Input, cable input. So let's input this. Input capture. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, that's the output. So change that. Do it on the fly. We do it live. We do it on the fly, and we do it live. That's what's up. Output capture. Yes, sir. All right. Oh yeah, output capture. Let's see.
Good, because all the Black Lives Matter and the George Floyd stuff was going on. So ESPN tried to make themselves look good by taking the job from Rachel that she had already had, that they'd already told her she had, that she deserved, and give it to Maria just to make themselves look good. It wasn't a genuine job they wanted to give Maria. It's ESPN is behind all this, bro. It's all their fault. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame Rachel. I love Rachel, and I'm going to stand behind her. I spoke to her. And I'm going to stand behind Maria, too. But ESPN, y'all some suckers.
There we go. All right. Run that back. Run that back, DJ.
We all ramble. We say things when we frustrated, and you know, Rachel did deserve that job. It's just plain and simple. I talked to Rachel, and I know a lot of things she was saying out of frustration because ESPN put her in a bad position, and they even put Maria in a position of trying to give Maria a sympathy job. They was trying to make themselves look good because all the Black Lives Matter and the George Floyd stuff was going on. So ESPN tried to make themselves look good by taking the job from Rachel that she had already had, that they'd already told her she had, that she deserved, and give it to Maria just to make themselves look good. It wasn't a genuine job they wanted to give Maria. It's ESPN is behind all this, bro. It's all their fault. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame Rachel. I love Rachel, and I'm going to stand behind her. I spoke to her.
Because right now, in today's time, pandering is much more important than actually doing what's right. They just pandering y'all because the loudest voices of a small minority, which happen to jump on Instagram with your DL Hughley and them, on your Twitter with your Brooklyn dad, those who on Twitter know, with your, you know what I'm saying, white power, not white power, pardon me, that's some totally different. Yeah, you know what I mean, lift every voice and sing white liberal type, you know what I'm saying? All on the internet, all on social media, causing a stir. And these people ain't even watching the game. They don't watch sports. But y'all pander to these people for what? I guess they trying to raise up the next group or the next crop of little liberals to raise the fist and be with the movement. Bro, you should cater to your audience. And if you feel like it's something that you need to speak out on, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that's cool. But you're catering to an audience by pandering that don't even support your product. So what are you doing? Y'all stupid. And that's why y'all losing viewership. You're stupid. You're big stupid. You're past stupid. You're been stupid. But hey, that's what y'all want to do. You know what I mean? Like up, sub up, all that, man. All that. Y'all come through, holler at your boy. Yo, like up, sub up, man. See what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all stopping through for the live. I love it, man. I appreciate it. So drop that like, drop that sub, man. And help the growth. I appreciate you. But the pandering is beyond me. Beyond me, bro. The pandering is real out here.
I'm gonna stand behind Maria too. But ESPN, y'all some suckers. Y'all some suckers because y'all did this. Y'all tried to give Maria a job and it wasn't genuine. And look what happened. Come on, man. It's all ESPN fault. We love both of them. Think about this though, bro. How many times we as black people said that we was qualified? We know we qualified. We know we qualified for the job. But we didn't get it because they gave it to the white person just because he was white. How mad were we?
The white person got the job because they white. You was going so good, Steve. You was going so good, Steve. In a lot of those cases where we may feel that the person who got the job based on their skin tone, there may be some prior relationship that's already been developed. Some coaches get opportunities at jobs because of a relationship that they have with someone on the staff. Some prior players get opportunities at jobs because of a relationship that they have with somebody on staff. This is the way that the game is played, and it goes. I can go and get a job at a certain church or a certain building, certain hospital office because I know somebody from over here, or my brother has a relationship with somebody over here, my sister knows somebody up in here, oh, I used to work with this person over here, they decided to go to a new job and they got the promotion and they're in the position of hiring. I'm not saying nothing that y'all niggas don't see in your everyday life, but these dudes be finessing and flexing for the gram and for Twitter, talking that hot stuff, got y'all all on the white man holding me down. You better sit your stupid. Ain't no white man keeping you from getting up off your ass and going to get your own, man. Getting your money, putting it in your pocket, man. Stop all that sucker for love, sucker duck ass. Come on, bruh. That's one thing I can't stand with sometimes with our people when it comes to this, bruh. The white man ain't holding you back from nothing. Sometimes we just too lazy to get up and go do something. Bruh, I've been procrastinating on putting out a video for the longest. It wasn't the white man that got me from cutting on my computer that I paid all this money for and all this, from putting out a video to help my own viewership grow. It ain't the white man that told me not to go into work on Tuesday last week because I ain't like that it was raining. You know what I'm saying? And now I got $50 behind on one bill or so on and so forth. Or I got to skip out on a couple of packs of ramen noodles. Nigga, you don't stop. Come on, bro. But the white man got you. Let the white man hold you. He gonna hold you. He love you. He gonna hold you. Quick check on the health for the stream again to see how the volume and everything is. I'm hearing the echo again. I'm definitely hearing it. I'm definitely hearing it. What can I do about that? I want to know because I don't want this to be an issue. I definitely don't want it to be an issue. I don't know what I could do on it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, just feel like I don't know. That song was in my head just now. I'm trying to figure out this situation here with this double audio. I got the wow echo location. I got that feedback for some reason coming back into my microphone, and I'm hearing a slight echo. Lord knows I really want to get rid of that because I hear it in the audio too. So, the part in itself. But Jack, go ahead. Tell him how you feel, Jack. I don't agree with everything you're talking about, but I can let you talk. So go ahead. Tell him how you feel, Jack. Tell him how you feel.
Because they looking out for their own. How mad were we? When you know you deserve the job and they give it to a white person just because he white. We've been dealing with that our whole life.
Really?
And that pisses us off.
Really?
We ain't getting recorded, but we say shit too behind closed doors. So I get it. I get it why Rachel mad. Rachel ain't never showed me no signs of being racist. But I would be mad too if I worked my whole life for a job and they gonna give it to a white dude just because Donald Trump in office. Or just because a white kid got killed and at the time it'll look better for a white person to have a job. I would be mad too. It's just the facts. I ain't trying to be like, I'm speaking the truth. We rocking with both of them, Maria and Rach, but this the truth. And back one more thing for y'all, IG World. Y'all got to be real with yourselves. A lot of y'all can't be real with yourselves, and a lot of y'all looking for handouts. A lot of y'all don't deserve nothing because you've been sitting at home not putting in the work and complaining about other people. Why they...
But this is where the contradiction I just said where it came in at, though. The white man get the job because he white. Got past the black person, got passed up. Again, where I emphasize and I stressed, sometimes it's relationships behind the scene that get these opportunities afforded to some people. It's not always the racial component, bro. It's not always the racial component. Greg Popovich will give you a job over somebody because he fucks with you. Jack. Yeah. Greg Popovich will give you a job over a white candidate because he rocks with you, Jack. Big facts. And let's not act like that. That ain't something that can't happen or it don't go down like that, bro. Come on, bro. I'm saying, I'm not going to throw everything at the feet of the white man. And is there racism still today? You best believe. Does it stop you from being great? No, nigga. Sorry to put it to you like that. That racism do not stop you from being great. Being your greatest you. Nigga, this ain't the 60s and the 50s. Nigga, stop playing, bro. I'm not with the crying and the hoeing, bro. Like, yo, get up off your ass, go get it, and be your best you. And the only person that's gonna stop you from being the best you is you. You may not be a millionaire, you may not be the 100,000, but you go get a trade or you take your raggedy ass to school and you go into the field that's something that interests you. It won't feel like a job. You feel like you working on your passions, on your likes. You know what I'm saying? If you an artist, be an artist. Do that if you can, or find another way to finagle it. Cut head. I feel like that's a artistic skill in of itself. If you a person that draw, but don't feel like putting pen to paper all the time, bro. Let me turn this down just a little bit, because I swear, bro. I swear I can't stand niggas sometimes, bro, with that punk ass shit, bro. Chill, bro. Come on, man. Go ahead, Jack.
You doing this, why them and not me? But when you deserve something, when you put in the work for it, you should be mad when you don't get it. A lot of y'all won't understand that because y'all home still living off your mama, still living in your mama house, and wondering why you ain't winning or ain't got nothing going on. I'm gonna hit y'all with harsh truth. I am the face for equality, but I also am the face of being black and proud and being strong and going to get what's mine. Not asking no white person or nobody to give me nothing. I'm going to take what's mine, like I've been doing. But y'all quick to forget when the jump first started. Rachel hired all black people. Remember that. I told y'all I'm gonna make y'all hate me, because y'all, especially the people that don't like the truth. Half of y'all hanging around niggas hoping that they make y'all dream come true and hanging around them. And as soon as they tell y'all no, they a fuck nigga, or they ain't real because they told you no, because they tired of you benefiting off their blessing. You been around them all this time, been around all the people they been around, had the same connections, met the same people he met, but you still sitting around waiting for somebody to hand you something. Instead of you getting on your ass, doing something with the connections and making something work for yourself.
I just wanted to be known. I did not watch this video in advance. This is off the cuff. This is an off the cuff reaction, right, to Jack. No prior watch of this. I just saw this. And because the conversation was going on, continue involving Rachel Nichols, Maria Taylor, and Maria Taylor being up for a new contract, it just seemed that she was giving this cushy job here. Now, what I find even more daunting is that it's in Rachel's contract, per her own words, that she gets to work NBA Finals. That opportunity seems like it may have been taken from her to offer Maria Taylor this. And Rachel Nichols can't say nothing. She got to go with it. She got to rock with it. You just going to take your lick, shut up, and go. That's what it is, bro. And I find that to be reprehensible, bro, because we just pandering the Negroes now for the help they little feelings, their little soft ass feelings, bro. I'm not with that, bro. Really not. But this is how some of y'all really want to live. This is how y'all want to move, man. Give me something because the white man hurt me. You's a bitch. I'm sorry. Use a punk. You straight up use a punk. Give me something because the white man hurt my feelings. Nigga, you straight soft. You softer than Charmin. Come on, bro. The white man held me down, so now you owe me something. No, nigga. No. The white man held down your great granddaddy. Your granddaddy and them. Get your punk ass up off your ass and go get it. Stop playing, bro. But that's not how it seems like that's not how everybody want it. Some of y'all. You want to see who? We're going to go to Twitter. We're going to find out. We're going to find out what they talking about. But in a minute. Oh. Cut that sound. Uh-oh, you did it. Nah, you're gonna get it. Oh, you did it. Nah, you're gonna get it. Oh, you did it. Nah, you're gonna get it. Come on, bro. In the future, we will be looking for a couple of reliable, mature moderators. Everybody ain't gonna be able to get that opportunity. So I'm just saying, we had one little glitch in the matrix. There won't be too many more of them. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah. Fixing a few things, and then we right back at it. Okay. Huh. All right. What else you got to say, Jack?
A lot of y'all in this mind frame, and a lot of y'all stuck in this echo.
We got to figure this echo thing out, man. There's plenty of videos on YouTube for that. I will be figuring that thing out, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, this echo.
Now, this really pisses me off to no end.
Straight jacking.
Attitude of blaming white people for why you ain't made it. Yeah, we know we started off behind. They put us in a bad position from the jump. They got ahead, but it's time for you to learn for yourself. We got more black millionaires than any time. Half these rappers didn't graduate high school, but they millionaires because they shot. They got off their ass and tried. But a lot of y'all looking for an excuse for why you ain't made it. Don't blame nobody. Blame yourself. Get up off your ass and put in the work. Ain't nobody holding you back. That's you.
Absolutely agree. But now my question comes to mind is that his attitude because he's having to defend Rachel Nichols, who happens to be white? Because she happens to be white, is that the narrative he has to paint? Because usually when people is heavy, hard body on this BLM tip, ain't no forgiveness for this white man, black man, white woman, black woman narrative that they seem to be quite happy with pushing, bruh. So it could be a misnomer that it just so happens because it's Rachel and somebody he rock with. Yeah, it could be that. But what other we hearing on the Twitterverse? On the Twitterverse, Rachel Nichols, 4,590 tweets in the last hour. Hey, what did Rachel herself say? Did she say anything recently? Pin tweet, July 4th, see you in Phoenix. When did she pin that? July 4th? Okay. So, hopefully that her job is still secure there.
For the world, what does it mean to you to finally get the opportunity to play in the NBA Finals? And congratulations.
It's like faint as frick.
It means everything. This is something you dream about as a kid. I know for me, like every year, watching the finals is so...
I can't tell if it's playing though. It's faint as frick though.
It's a blessing, man. Her Twitter timeline overall may be very clean, especially seeing as who she represents. Very clean. Also, for some reason, I'm not getting the audio off of this. And if I am, I'm not hearing it. Okay, boom. Okay, boom. Oh, we put that there. Yep. Okay. Desktop audio. Okay. Just checking his joint. I already got that, so why would I need another one? No, I don't need another one. So let's see.
Authority figure coach. In fact, we see men sometimes criticized for being too close or too palsy with people. You're supposed to be strong and be a voice of authority. And it's just one of those things where some of these same exact words that are used as compliments for men, the idea that they are then reasons to not hire someone if you're a woman, it cuts very deep. It's very, very hard. And Vince, we do see there are still a few open jobs. I've been talking about Teresa Witherspoon in New Orleans because she already works for that organization and already has a close relationship with
and look what she's speaking
players
on
down there, and her credentials as
the
a
hardness,
fair here, where
the difficulties of getting a job because of being a woman. We're conflicting and conflating again.
Take a listen.
The woman thing and the black woman thing.
We both know many assistant coaches across this league who do
what these women who want power are happy to do is to conflate all women's struggle as their struggle so they can get more power, more money.
I can't even bring one instance to bear here where I've heard ex-assistant coach didn't get the job where the likability and the work ethic was in play for an assistant coach. Not one time have I ever heard that. So why were Becky Hammond's candidacy was in play? Did we hear about her likability? I've just never heard that. We've heard it as it relates to players in terms of like James Harden, a little bit now Luka Doncic. Do people want to play with him? We've heard relationship situations, right, where perhaps in a head coaching situation, Rick Carlisle didn't get along with Luka.
So go back. We've heard it.
Not one time have I ever heard that. So why were Becky handed to bear here, where I've heard ex-assistant coach didn't get the job, where the likability and the work ethic was in play for an assistant coach? Not one time have I ever heard that. So why were Becky Hammond's candidacy was in play? Did we hear about her likability? I've just never heard that. We've heard it as it relates to players in terms of like James Harden, a little bit now Luka Doncic. Do people want to play with him? We've heard relationship situations, right, where perhaps in a head coaching situation, Rick Carlisle didn't get along with Luka. If you're going to evaluate a woman, evaluate her to the same standards that you are evaluating your male candidacy.
Look, and what Doris is talking about, any woman watching this show understands the point she is making, because there are all the code words, right? We know the code words.
Yeah.
She's too ambitious, which if it was a man, nobody ever said that about a man. She's not likable. Nobody ever said that about a male authority figure coach. In fact, we see men sometimes criticized for being too close or too palsy with people. You're supposed to be strong and be a voice of authority. And it's just one of those things where some of these same exact words that are used as compliments for men, the idea that they are then reasons to not hire someone if you're a woman, it cuts very deep. It's very, very hard. And Vince, we do see there are still a few open jobs. I've been talking about Teresa Witherspoon in New Orleans because she already works for that organization and already has a close relationship with a lot of players down there.
So what's the argument here? What is the argument here? It's wrong that a woman got overlooked for a coaching position. Okay. She was part of the staff. She got overlooked for the job. Potentially the best candidate. Potentially one of the better candidates. The only thing that it brings to mind is I was going for a job position in my department where I had familiarity with the position. And another young lady who had a very good work ethic was going for the position. I got the job with a boost in pay and boost in title because, again, my familiarity with the position. You know what I'm saying? She was upset that she didn't get the opportunity. She decided to quit. I understand. But was that gender biased? That's one situation, and that's my life situation, and that's not indicative of the world in a whole. This is just when you need evidence or circumstantial evidence to build a point, because generally when we come with statistics and facts, they're built on a gathering of other people's experiences, life experience, to garner a percentage of outcomes. That's one outcome of many. But unfortunately, again, like I say, I lean more towards, I get away from that dating men gender war bullshit, because I give a damn about who you getting it in with in the bedroom for the most part on this channel. But I definitely love these political conversations, these deep thinking conversations, and then these little rants and tangents on different opinions. It is not always sexism, unfortunately, ladies, when a man comes in and gets a job that you're pursuing. Would a prior NBA player be better suited to be a head coach of a men's basketball team? Potentially. But not every coach in the NBA is a former player. But Chauncey Billups just got a coaching opportunity, I believe, with the Phoenix, for the Portland Trailblazers. Steve Nash got a coaching opportunity for the Brooklyn Nets. And let's look while we can, how many current coaches are former players. Let's take this into account, because then somebody will notice. Becky Hammon is a former player in the WNBA. In the WNBA. A former player in a separate league. We was having this conversation, me and somebody else, on the transgender issue, where they're allowing transgender identifying youth to compete in the sport of their choosing in the high school level, and I think they're trying to go to the college level with it too. Pro level is going to be a lot more difficult, I think, because even as much as people want to play stupid and play like everybody's the same, there's no difference between the strength of a man and the strength of a woman, and what a top level competitive man can do compared to a top level competitive woman. Joke was when Dwight Howard decide he want to live his truth and go be a WNBA superstar and transition for the 2 years that's required to lower his testosterone levels to acceptable levels. He's gonna be a beast. He's gonna be a beast. He's gonna be the first $1 million player in the WNBA. Could stretch his career for another 12 years. Is that him beating up on women? No, basketball is not a physical sport, dear. But you know what it is? Rugby. How many of y'all have seen this? A lot of y'all seen this. Yeah, there you go.
And in closing, I just want to make something clear. You'll have noticed that I used male pronouns when referring to him.
6'2", 220. 6'2", 220. This lovely person here, Hannah Mouse. Y'all didn't see this. Y'all. Nobody saw this. Nobody saw this. I guess y'all be on other stuff on YouTube, and sometimes it can pass you by. It's understandable. We can't catch everything, but y'all damn sure know about Sweetie's love life. I know that's fact. Y'all damn sure know when somebody say something about black people who's a police officer. Y'all know about that. Yeah, this is sports. It's a flash in the pan. A flash in the pan. Like a lot of other little issues. A flash in the pan. Pardon the camera. Camera again. Obviously my rubber band ain't working. So I'm gonna take that shit off. Flash in the pan issue. Flash in the pan. Did I lose focus? Did the camera lose focus? Oh, you did it. Nah, you're gonna get it. Oh, you did it. Nah, you got it. Nope. Look good? I mean, I know I look good. Is it clear though? No, it look good, but is it clear? It coming clear to you? Fox said, am I clear to you? Can you see me? Am I coming in clear? So here we go. Let me just double check on something because this Zoom ended. The Zoom ended down on me.
Oh, you did it. Now you're gonna get it. Oh, you did it. Now you're gonna get it. You did it. Now you're gonna get it. Oh. Is it working? Hey, yep, it's working. All right. All right, big facts. It's working. It worked. What's going on here? Hannah Mouncey. Hannah Mouncey standing at 6'2" and weighing in at 220 pounds. Male to female transgender handballer is dominating at the Women's Asian Championships in Japan. Wow. Who would have seen that coming? 6'2", 220. Before his transition, May 2016, he played for the Australian men's handball team. According to Handball's Kanalan, Mouncey scored 4 goals in the match against Kazakhstan on Friday and contributed a combined 8 goals in matches against Japan and Iran. I guess they're so happy to see this. So happy. There go Hannah. There go Hannah. Who won't take down Hannah? Who won't take Hannah down for the team? Hell no. Man. You bugging. Boy, you bugging. You're bugging. Yeah, but Hannah putting in work. Hannah putting in that work on. She twerking. She working. So let's talk, Hannah. Oh, they're interviewing Hannah. Oh, shit. Uh-oh, you did it. Nah, you're gonna get it. Uh-oh, you did it.
Tweak in the Daily Wire by Amanda Prestigiacomo, and I'll just read some of them.
Here we go.
Please saying that size and strength don't necessarily have the same advantage in handball that they have in other sports, like wrestling or football, for example. But my response to that is, if we start to pick and choose which sports transgender athletes can compete in based on their perceived level of birth gender advantage, I think that'll just end up being even more discriminatory and complicated than not allowing it at all. Because you guys know this, once you give up ground in a couple sports, the movement is not going to end there, right? They'll just keep encroaching on more and more sports. And let's also be real here. Hannah is 6'2", 220 pounds, and so testosterone or not, he's still a force to be reckoned with, even in handball. He's still got the head-to-head physical advantage over at least 95% of women on the planet. And just to hammer in this point, think about a sport like basketball, and let's use an extreme example. If a biological male with LeBron's physique were to undergo transition and do all of the required hormonal treatments, does anyone really believe that that would make a meaningful difference in leveling the playing field? I mean, obviously he'd lose some.
I think I said this before in a conversation with somebody. It wasn't a funny joke, but it was the fucking truth, stupid. Hannah Mouncey. Stupid. LeBron James, somebody just used that as an example. LeBron James, I think I mentioned this in a conversation before. If LeBron James wanted to become LeBron, is it fair? No, it ain't fair, nigga. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm talking about. But y'all, some of y'all don't think too straight. I'm gonna leave y'all niggas alone. I'm gonna do what I do. Leave y'all niggas alone because you ain't too smart. You're not too smart. Your conversation skills is lacking. You can use a lot of nice, colorful, flowery words, but your listening skills is lacking. That's why you're stupid. You bitch ass niggas. But anyway, that's on a tangent on a totally another color.
Hannah. Here you go.
Muscle strength, but he would still run a train through the entire WNBA without a doubt. Whichever team drafts female LeBron would be the odds-on favorite to win the title every single year, and he'd be the MVP every single year. That's just the common sense truth, right? That's why nobody is really concerned about biological females transitioning to males and trying to compete at a high level against other biological males. You know, they just wouldn't get drafted. It's only when biological men want to transition to women and compete against biological women that we have this debate. There's a reason for that. Anyway, guys, I want to make clear that this is not an attack on Hannah. Trust me, I've seen a lot of footage on Hannah, and I'll show you some of those clips from his 60 Minutes interview last year in a moment. But from everything I've seen so far, he's a really nice person, and he's just been going through something that we don't fully understand yet from a neurobiological and psychological perspective. But it's precisely because of our lack of understanding here that I think it's very premature for society to start changing established rules for sporting events, for bathroom regulations, and of course for compelled speech with respect to preferred pronouns. I think the wise thing to do here is to have some restraint and do more research before changing up public policies. Anyway, here's some clips from the interview I mentioned so you can see things from Hannah's perspective.
We've got one here that says, how is the decision unacceptable?
So where we at also too with that, with the transgender with sports thing?
Competition in sports. I mean, obviously sports are not perfectly fair. Some athletes are born with more natural potential than others, but there's a reason that every society has restricted the dynamic range of competition into male and female categories. And I don't have a daughter, but if I do someday, I wouldn't be very happy to see her lining up against a transgender girl like Hannah, who has all of these clear physical advantages over her. It's like having pro athletes play against college athletes, or varsity versus JV. There's just too much of an advantage there for it to be reasonably fair competition. Anyway, that's my opinion, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. And in closing, I just want to make something clear. You'll have noticed that I use male pronouns when referring to Hannah in this video, and it's not because of any ill will. It's simply because science has not reached a consensus on what transgenderism really is at the level of the brain and how social and environmental factors can influence a person's desire to reject their...
But yeah. Besides the point. Besides the point. No. Hey. It is what it is. Yep. Uh-huh. What was she saying on Monday's Live on the Jump? So Steven Jackson, this was you? Did you? Did you, champ? Hey, Jack, we see you, man. We see you, pimp. Go ahead, player. Oh, this is a good question. Hey, let's see. Which was longer?
They teach you in journalism school is don't be the story. And I don't plan to break that rule today or distract from a fantastic finals. But I also don't want to let this moment pass without saying how much I respect, how much I value our colleagues here at ESPN, how deeply, deeply sorry I am for disappointing those I hurt, particularly.
You look at James. Look at James. James like, come on, bruh. Yo, James. He know he was gonna miss too.
Don't be the story. And I don't
man, James couldn't wait. James is ready to jump off that block. He's like, he taking too long. Come on, son. Come on, son. How Doris Burke and NBA players are gonna be celebrating when she gets reassigned. Oh, Lord. Jalen Rose's daughter. Damn.
Basketball. And if Rachel Nichols. Maria Taylor knows what a generational talent she is in the broadcasting world, so I don't even got to go there and hype her up. Let's talk about the fact that she actually played basketball. And if you want to go there, let's go there. Let's talk about how you're related to Diane Sawyer, arguably the queen of ABC. Nah. You got your job as one of the faces of ESPN because you're so entertaining and talented and so good at it, right? You are a woman in the sports world, and you sat there and you laughed about the Me Too movement, about your fellow women complaining about being sexually assaulted at work. You think that's funny? What really got me is you're tired of the Black Lives Matter movement because you weren't tired about posting about it or making your stupid little storybook monologues about it. Maybe instead of crying and calling Maria a diversity token, you can direct that energy to the people who think there can only be one woman on that stage. And if we're being real, Rachel Nichols is a subpar reporter. Subpar. Boring. Not great. I'm sorry your white privilege didn't work this time. Maybe next time. Nah,
because the only reason that Rachel Nichols has lasted this long is because of white privilege. Diane Sawyer, you did just mention it, all right? Diane Sawyer, her peoples. So that would be nepotism more than anything. Relationships, right? Not every ESPN newscaster on there is a pariah athlete. Again, when we bring up this Maria Taylor situation, yeah, she was a WNBA player or a basketball player. Cool, so she does know the sport. But she wants to be paid more than people who actually get eyes on the television. Michael Greenberg. Who's turning on ESPN to watch Maria Taylor? Just to look at her. That's what you're doing? Because Maria Taylor knows so much more about men's basketball than Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith, Richard Jefferson, Paul Pierce, Tracy McGrady, Steve Nash, Mark Jackson. She know more about men's basketball than Mark Jackson. She might know more about it than Stephen A. Smith. She might know more about it than Mikey Greenberg. But all those niggas I named, Keyshawn Johnson. Yeah, another one. Male athletes. She's commenting. She's not reporting on women's sports because nobody watches. Ain't nobody watch. Nobody watches. Nobody's watching that. You're reporting on a sport that you didn't play either. Men's basketball. Dunking on your neck, balls on your chin. Type shit. Raw, aggressive sport. Shit. But it's okay. Everybody that reports on the sport don't know the sport. And to be honest, let's look at Maria Taylor's journalistic stylings. Maria Taylor is a decent reporter. She speaks on the sport very, very well. But do I got to turn into ESPN to see this? Do I have to tune in to ESPN? Can I not miss this? Can this not be missed? What's this? Your headline. Let's talk about some. What are you talking about? Some sports? You talking about some sports? What are you talking about? Some sports? Let's see. Who's she up there talking with Jay Wills and Jalen Rose? You know Jalen Rose is whooped. We know he whooped. He would dare not say nothing in contrast to Maria. You know he whooped. Let's see. Did she report on this?
Because the Suns faithful walk away. Well, I guarantee you that fans are leaving Phoenix Suns Arena very, very happy because the Suns faithful walk away with a win in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. And maybe even more exciting is that their star player, Devin Booker, has his first career triple-double in the playoff in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. I wouldn't want want to leave the arena either. You might as well stick around and hang out and soak this one in. And the good news for Suns fans is they got one more game right here, and that's coming up on Tuesday. Maria Taylor, Adrian Wojnarowski, we've got Jalen Rose here, and we've got Jay Will. And let's start with Devin Booker. He scored or assisted on 43 of the Suns' finals, 50 points in this game.
The responsibility of your best player is to make the people around you better. And I love the way he actually works the game using the not-so-lost art of the mid-range jump shot. And so if you're going to play him at the 3 line, he'll take up that space and he'll knock down the mid-range shot. Then when you try to double him early in the clock, get off the ball, give up a good shot to get a dunk from Mikal Bridges. Terrific all-around game by Devin Booker.
I love the passing ability of the Suns. They average 27 assists per game, which ranks 3rd in the NBA. They had
Okay. I'm hearing more. She introduced. Okay. So what you got? Your analysis.
Reacting to not having their veteran Chris, not having the Suns, and how about
back? They will get Chris Paul back.
Yeah, and how about the Suns youth reacting to not having their veteran Chris Paul? They come out, get the win. DeAndre Ayton also had 20 points. We know that they were going to rely on him. And just like that, game 1 goes to the Suns. All right, we'll see you on Tuesday. But coming up next, you're either going to watch your local news or world news tonight. Except for on the West Coast, we can't wait to see you on Tuesday. Enjoy your Sunday.
Okay. She speaks very forcefully. I'm telling you now, though, champ. Then when niggas. Who? What is this? I was running while I'm looking at a nigga feet. What the fuck? Alright. I want to see some commentaries. Yes. No, that's just some hosting.
Meanwhile, on the Milwaukee side, remember, it took Chris Middleton and Giannis scoring 79% of the Bucks' point in order to get the victory, and it was only a 3-point win. Okay, so what has to happen for Milwaukee to take the victory?
Well, it'd be nice if they got more people to show up to the party, right? But in all honesty, it has to fall on your superstar, Giannis. And he has to find a way to create a balance to where he understands, if I'm not making the threes, don't take 8 of them. He got to play bully ball. It's Saturday, you at the park, and if you lose, you go to the end of the line, and you got to wait 4 or 5 more games till you play again. It got to be basket or a foul.
Meanwhile, on the Milwaukee side, remember, it took Chris Middleton and Giannis.
We're not getting quite. We can do better than this, Maria. Where is the analyses? The analyses. I want some analysis, because Jalen Rose's daughter saying that she's a better analyst and journalist than oh girl. That's what I'm being told. No. No. Well, we would like to hear some analysis from Maria Taylor. You know what we might have to do? We might have to take it to the YouTube, search up on YouTube. She told this white man, told him, hand all in the face. Mr. White Man, how dare you speak to me? Do you not see I am a black woman? Dare you speak to me, white man? Respect me. I am white. I am black. You do not get the right to disagree with me. I am black. Mr. White Man. Let's see if YouTube got something for me on this. Maria Taylor analysis.
Joining us now, we're about to get bold on the show. Maria Taylor, ESPN sideline analyst, covered a BYU game.
Thanks so much for having me.
Okay, so it's not past us to remember the last time you covered a BYU game in September of 2013. You witnessed the Taysom Hill beatdown, 550 rushing yards for BYU as they ran all over Texas. So, Maria, is it fair that we bank on you as our key good luck charm against Missouri tomorrow?
Hey, I will totally take that. But if I'm the good luck charm, then you also need a 2-hour rain delay and like a tornado-like storm coming through right before the game.
I thought the world was ending. Seriously,
that was my first trip to Provo, man. And you guys, everyone was like, "No, it never really rains here. There's never storms." And then there was like this crazy storm right before the game.
That was
never seen anything like it.
Yeah, that was seriously the weirdest weather day I've ever seen in Provo, and that's your one big.
And one other thing before we go too deep into this right here. The disagreement is not that Maria Taylor understands her job. We want to see if Jalen Rose's daughter, being the super Black Lives Matter, the hell with Whitey that she is Maria Taylor really a better analyst than Rachel Nichols? Let's find out. I want to see. We need proof, nigga. That's your opinion. That's your opinion, champ. So let me find out. I want to know. I want to know what's up. You got to tell me. You got to show me. So show me. Let's see.
Impression of Provo.
That's all I got. But then I have Taysom Hill going off for like 300 yards, so that was fun too.
Maria Taylor of the SEC Network joining us on BYU Sports Nation. What an interesting build-up to this game. And I imagine that you probably haven't encountered a specific situation like this. But, Maria, as you look at the events of the week off the field with Missouri in mind, how do you think that will affect the emotions of the play when the game actually begins?
Yeah, we talked to Gary Pinkel a couple of days ago, and his biggest concern really for his team was whether or not they would be distracted. Because at the end of the day, and he's been a head coach for 25 years, he said, you can't plan for anything like this, and there's no way to really know how it's going to affect your team. And like you said, I mean, I've never seen anything like this in my days of reporting, and there haven't been any opportunities for players or student athletes to make a stand in the way that this team did and have the effect and the change that it had on Monday. So it's a completely different realm and a cause and effect that I think we're going to see, and no one knows how it's going to pan out on Saturday. All we know is that, Coach Pinkel says that his team has come back together. They were happy to be back at practice and kind of get back to some normalcy, although it is a new normal for them. And then hopefully being able to have some success on the field on Saturday. But remember, coming into this matchup, that this is a team that was struggling to find themselves offensively, and things weren't exactly going well on the field. And then now you add in an outside kind of distraction and them going out and making a stand and trying to make a difference. And right now, you can't believe that every single player on the team's mind is solely on the game, because it is just that, a game, and there's so much else going on.
And it's interesting.
So when we get breakdowns from football coaches, say like a Tony Romo type analysis breakdown, when we get Tom Brady to break down what's going on the field, we get very technical sometimes, but that's just an introduction into it. There was really nothing to really talking about the X's and O's of the game. Can Maria Taylor talk about the X's and O's in football? Maria Taylor is a basketball player. So one of the big things that was mentioned about Maria Taylor and her skill set is she also covers college football. Did Maria Taylor play college football, Mariah C. Rose? Can Maria Taylor play Mariah C. Rose? So is she stepping out of her lane here, Mariah C. Rose? Can she play college football? Can she play football, Mariah C. Rose? So she's doing something that she's never done before, right? But it only applies. Niggas don't listen. It only applies when it fits your argument. I know. It only applies when it fits your argument. Find a new one. Because it only works when it works for your argument. I know.
Because with
But
all
let
that
it
said,
ride.
Maria, it seems like this will either be a rallying cry that they get behind and unifies the team, or it could be something that's still a distraction. How do you see it so far?
I kind of see it as a rallying cry. And most of the teams that I've covered, players come together over things where they have to protect each other, where they have to insulate themselves. And if you look at what's going on in the campus in the aftermath, I mean, there's kind of been a swell of potential violence. There's been a swell of threats. And usually that's when a team would come together to protect those who are probably making a stand. So I would think that the team is kind of coming together, boxing themselves in, kind of building a fort around one another and kind of focusing on the game, because the easiest way to...
Now that there's
It sounds like the PC answer right now. I want some analysis.
Handling the broadcast maybe a little bit differently than normal.
Yeah, my Saturday morning is a little bit different. We'll, doing hits for SportsCenter and doing things for game day. And obviously we're getting interviews with Coach Pinkel a little bit more than we normally would. But as far as when the game kicks off, I mean, the focus is certainly the game. We will make sure that every viewer is up to date on what has happened and the backstory off of the field. But we also don't want to hit it over the head too much, because we understand that people are there to watch a game, and it is a win-loss situation and an opportunity for, Missouri to get another win to be in bowl eligible. And then for BYU, it could be a great win playing an SEC team for the first time since 2011. So we do want...
Nation. What specific storylines are you watching for within the game after kickoff?
I think the biggest question right now is, if you're looking at the Missouri Tigers, is where's the offense? It hasn't been there. It's been absent. Russell Hansbrough has been struggling with an ankle injury. He's a starting running back for the Tigers, and really hasn't been 100% until maybe last week when we saw a rushing touchdown. And a touchdown in general for Missouri had been hard to come by. And so I think one of the biggest questions is whether or not the offense can self-start. Having the freshman quarterback kind of learning on the fly, when is the next time you finally get a receiving touchdown? And will the receivers step up and make some of the catches that we haven't seen them make down the stretch in SEC play? And then, of course, the opportunity to see a game in Arrowhead Stadium. I think that always changes the dynamic, whether or not fans travel and create any type of home crowd environment, or if it's neutral and how many fans are traveling from BYU. I don't know how the Cougars usually travel, but I also think that kind of changes the tone a little bit when it's going to be in Kansas City. It's not in Columbia. It's an hour and a half away. So it'll be a lot of interesting storylines going on the field as well.
Who needs to win this game more, in your opinion?
Definitely Missouri. I mean, they're sitting at 4-5. At least BYU has an opportunity to go to a bowl in this situation. Still, obviously,
I'm still looking. I mean,
November, that could be one of those ones that.
Let's go on see on the Rachel Nichols side of the game. Rachel Nichols, I'm sure you got some analysis. I'm sure you got some in nature. Some analysis, Rach. Uh-oh. Seems like they got worse takes. Stephen A. had something to say about it. It seems like we only can find negativity about Rachel Nichols. Ain't that some Ain't that some shish? Only negativity. Oh no. Are we
be an official NBA voter. Now, what inspired this video was a soundbite from a recent episode of The Jump where Rachel Nichols, while speaking with Draymond Green, insinuated that LeBron James should be the MVP favorite because of where he's playing, that being Los Angeles, and because of the burden that he now has to carry in light of Kobe Bryant's tragic death.
We've been talking about around the NBA. The discussion we were just having is about the MVP. Who do you see as the MVP of the league so far this year?
I think right now it has to be Giannis. They got the best record in the league. He's playing great basketball. I think for a while you kind of had Luka and LeBron right there in that discussion. Luka's kind of went down with some injuries, and Giannis has been going at it the whole season. So I think right now he's definitely the MVP, and his play backs that statement up, but also their team record does as well.
What do you see from LeBron here in this 17th season? Because there are people who say that he should be ahead in the MVP race just because of what he's doing, where he's doing it, and now, of course, with the burden with everything that happened with that team and Kobe Bryant's tragic death. What do you see from LeBron here in this 17th season? Because there are people who say that he should be ahead in the MVP race just because of what he's doing, where he's doing it, and now, of course, with the burden with everything that happened with that team and Kobe Bryant's tragic death.
He's playing great basketball.
Now, for those of us who pay close attention to the mainstream NBA sports media, we know that Rachel Nichols' narrative-based MVP voting is nothing new. In 2017, she had also stated on The Jump that NBA voters do not award the MVP to the winningest player, but to the player who feels the most special.
So because no one can win the regular season, we don't award the MVP to the winningest player. We award it to the person whose season feels the most special. We don't award the MVP to the winningest player. We award it to the person whose season feels the most special. And hey,
now, unfortunately for Rachel Nichols, NBA history tells quite a different story. Because of the 64 MVPs that the NBA has had since the 1955-56 season, 86% of them have led their teams to one of the two best records in the NBA, while 65% of all MVPs have been players who led their teams to the best overall record.
Yes, and I do see the majority of those winners first team teed. But of course, there was some influence there with the Russell Westbrook one at number 64. 10th seed, 2016, 2017. That's the most recent. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as a 9th seed got an MVP. Michael Jordan as a 7th seed got an MVP. Moses Malone as a 7th seed got an MVP. And again as a 7th seed another year. Bob Pettit as a 6th seed. 55, 56. So we can go all the way back to the 50s, and it has happened. Precedence has shown that it can be an MVP voted in who was not a top 3 seed. His team not being a top 3 seed. So that does not disprove that the norm usually is a 1 or a 2 seed getting it. You really didn't show that's not necessarily the norm, but it does show too, even in the prior era before social media, the 50s, the 60s, happened twice in the 80s. And of course, Russell Westbrook being a 10th seed because of the triple-double machine. It has happened. It has happened. Not very often, but it has happened. I see facts.
In the league.
Okay.
So contrary to what Rachel Nichols would like the public to believe, NBA voters have generally awarded the MVP to the winningest player, that being the best player on the best team. However, the main clip that we'll be focusing on comes from another segment on The Jump in 2017 and features Amin Elhassan and Steven Jackson, which is very important because of their backgrounds as it relates to the NBA. Amin Elhassan is a former NBA executive who worked for the Phoenix Suns, while Steven Jackson is a retired NBA player of 14 years who was a part of the 2003 San Antonio Spurs, who won the NBA championship, and he was also a part of the 2007 We Believe team, who as the 8th seed beat the Dallas Mavericks in a first-round upset. So needless to say, they are both knowledgeable and credible when it comes to their understanding of the NBA game. So let's listen in.
Last year, Boston's Avery Bradley was on the all-defensive first team. This year, no love. Not even on the second team. Bradley was the 10th highest vote getter, but did not accrue enough points. Players took notice on Twitter, starting with teammate Isaiah Thomas, who said, quote, "How the hell is Avery Bradley not on the all-defensive team? That's crazy." Well, direct to the point there. CG McCollum, someone needs to be slapped. Avery Bradley ain't made one team. Out of here, and Joel Embiid with this. By the way, Avery Bradley not making at least first team all defense is so crazy to me. I want to know who these voters are shaking my head.
CJ cussed on Twitter?
CJ's the best. Stack, what do you think?
If Andre Roberson made it and Bradley didn't make it, they got the vote wrong. I mean, Roberson gets a lot of props for defense, but I haven't seen him lock down or stop anyone. Avery Bradley takes on challenges every night. He actually does stop guys. We've seen it, not just in regular season, but in playoffs. There's no way he shouldn't be on one of those teams. I think they got it wrong.
What do you think of me?
Yo, they definitely got that wrong. They got a lot of things wrong. Look.
Now, the first portion of this clip deals with NBA players.
What I do see about Rachel's hosting style is she is very personable. Give her that. She's very personable. Right? But what Mariah C. Rose is saying about it is that. What did Mariah C. Rose say again? Let's hear that again from the jump. Professional basketball fan from ATL. Okay.
Now, because let's quickly talk about Miss Rachel Nichols. Maria Taylor knows what a generational talent she is in the broadcasting world, so I don't even got to go there and hype her up. Let's talk.
You probably should. Why? You probably should. She knows she's a generational talent. Sure. You probably should. Because you're summarizing right now. We can give a little bit more into what she does to why we're going to believe this. Doris Burke is said to be a generational talent. Yeah, we believe that. Right? Tony Romo, generational talent. Tony Romo, a beast. Aikman, likable. Joe Buck. We put damn, why I can't think of son name. He's coaching the Raiders right now. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He coached. Why I can't think of why banana? Why split banana? Why I can't think of his name right now? Ooh, pardon me. But yeah. Coach the Buccaneers, and now he's the coach of the Raiders. Can't think of his name right now, fortunately. But he was in the booth. Generation Chuck Charles, generational. Stephen A. Smith, definitely a generational talent. So Maria, is it because Maria is attractive to you? She's a generational talent. We should listen to pretty people.
Talk about the fact that she actually played basketball. And if you want to go there, let's go there. Let's talk about how you're related to Diane Sawyer, arguably the queen of ABC. Nah. You got your job as one of the faces of ESPN because you're so entertaining and talented and so good at it, right? You are a woman in the sports world, and you sat there and you laughed about the Me Too movement, about your fellow women complaining about being sexually assaulted at work. You think that's funny? What really got me is you're tired of the Black Lives Matter movement because you weren't tired about posting about it or making your stupid little storybook monologues about it.
Now right here, we're making a straw man argument. She's saying that Rachel Nichols is a proponent and a supporter of the Black Lives Movement, except in this case when a black woman takes a job from a white woman. Yeah. Black Lives Matter. Yeah, and kill Whitey. I mean, I guess. Oh, what, you got a problem with us beating up white people? You don't want to see us take stuff from white people? I thought it was about Black Lives Matter. Oh, okay. You got a problem? You a racist.
About it. Maybe instead of crying and calling Maria a diversity token, you can direct that energy to the people who think there can only be one woman on that stage. And if we're being real, Rachel Nichols is a subpar reporter. Subpar. Boring. Not great. I'm sorry your white privilege didn't work this time. Maybe next time. Nah, because let's...
What's her Instagram? She got her Instagram linked here, right? Lovely. Very lovely. Very lovely. Outstanding. Amazing. Wonderful. So amazing. Great. Truly a gem. Truly a gem, right? I know. Paul. Okay. What can you say? What can you say about it? What can you say? What can you say? I guess you can't say nothing because you're a black woman. We can't say nothing, right? Wave TV. Wave TV, right? Okay. 3.4 mil. And at buckets. 2.2 mil. All right. Take a quick skim down. Just the overall postature of what's going on Mariah C. Rose criticizing Rachel Nichols. Yeah. The postature. What is going on here? I'm trying to see anything sports related. Maybe it's way in the beginning. Besides that picture of her Paul and Juwan Howard. Oh, wow, this is very short. So probably deleted a lot of stuff too. Okay. Bestie looking hot as F. Well, all right. Okay. All right. Okay. It look like you get along with white people. It looks like you get along with white people. I wonder what's the problem in this case. Look like your daddy like white people too. I can't put my finger on it. I do not know. Oh, see, this was all before George Floyd. 2018, this was all before George Floyd, when the world wasn't racist. In 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, the world was not racist. It became racist when Trump got elected. We got to remember that. And then it wasn't racist no more. So is life. I'm saying. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, dude. Well, Mariah, we'll take your word for it, because this is what this is. Your word, right? Wait, hold up. Did you get a job at ESPN because your daddy Jalen Rose? Isn't that what Rachel Nichols did? Niggas be funny, boy. Y'all funny as hell, boy. Keep on riding that. Keep on riding with that. But besides all of that, with Maria and the Rachel Nichols situation, man, it's totally unfortunate. It is highly unfortunate now that to pander to us uninformed and uneducated of the masses who throwing a token at us to make them think they'll make us feel good. You know what I mean? To show them that we support you and we're with you. Here's a token Negro. And that should cure all ails because of this current climate that we live in. This is what we get. You don't get no real action. You just give somebody that's already privileged another privilege. Y'all ain't hear me though. Y'all be good, man. Subscribe, like up, man. Follow. Wody Mac on all social media platforms. Please give me a follow, a like, and a sub, man. Yo, I appreciate it, man. We gonna figure this thing out. Y'all be good.